Well, my friends, I trust that you've had a wonderful week, and as we head into the weekend, I do hope and pray that you have some time to rest and reflect on the week, and of course, maybe get some chance to refresh yourself as the weekend hopefully will bring you that opportunity. But I got to close with something that happened here today. This morning, my wife and I, as we got up and we had nothing planned for today other than just regular errands around the house and no work, just a chance to spend the day with each other and kind of catch up on things around the house. And this morning, as we woke up, she was on her phone and social media, and she was looking at news clips. And as I was awaking, we're sitting there, and she's listening to news clip after news clip after news clip, just catching up on what was going on uh, throughout the nation. And one right after the other, you know this, nothing positive. Nothing positive. There was a story about a shooting. There was a story about a rapist. There was a story about kids fighting other kids. There were stories that had to do with court cases and judges dealing with all of this, one thing after another. And then the next news story, racial tensions, everything that just absolutely, when you're listening to the news and I don't know if you've ever heard this before, but there's a saying in the news that says, if it bleeds, it leads. And everything negative. And as we were just sitting there, I told her, I said, there's nothing good coming out of the news. So as I got up and was getting ready to start the day, and I was getting dressed and grabbing something, grabbing some coffee and getting ready. And the first thing I was going to do was take Riley, our Siberian Husky, out for a walk. And just one story after another. And I said, I bet you could go through 20 news clips and not find anything positive. And she was going through. She said, oh, it's probably more than that. And so, just the last few that I heard as I was getting ready to go out the door and walk Riley was, racial tensions, blacks and whites, Latinos and whites, and just all of this. Now, Riley and I got outside, enjoying the day. And as we were walking, we happened upon a couple, two elderly ladies that had a dog that happened to be named Riley as well. So I stopped and we had a little conversation and had pleasantries, and I moved on. Now, just before I left the house, I said to my wife, I said, you know what? I hear that they're exploring Mars. I said, with all this news that's coming on, they need to hurry up and explore Mars. And if we can get there, let's move there, because this planet is on fire. Nobody can get along. It's terrible. And so as we're walking along, we meet these people. All right. Next couple that we meet is a man and a woman. Just so happened that they're people of color. And as they walk by, oh, beautiful dog. I said, thank you. We start talking, exchange pleasantries, beautiful day, talk about this and that, and then move on down the way. Run into another guy, big guy. I mean, if I had met him in the alley and had to face off against him, I would just run for my life. Big guy. Had on a Black Lives Matter shirt. He comes walking by, looks at me, looks at Riley, and he says, what kind of dog is that? I said, she's a Siberian Husky. He goes, oh my goodness, she's beautiful. Riley looks at him, and Riley has two different eyes, blue eye and black eye. And he says, oh man, she's scary. I said, well, I got her. You don't have to worry about it. She's not going to attack you or anything. He goes, well, I'm skittish around dogs anyway. He's a big guy. And I said, well, nothing's going to happen. I'm not going to let her, come after you or anything like that. And he says, all right, man. He goes, it's a good looking dog. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your walk. As he gets ready to walk away, he says, peace, my white brother. It's a pleasant exchange. So we move on. I walk down the way, run into a Latino man. Comes riding by. We get to talking about the weather. He has a bicycle and he's walking his bike. He's telling me how he needs to take a break for a minute. He'll get back on it and take a ride again. And so onward we go. By this time, we've walked, I don't know, a mile maybe. We get up to where the fueling station is. There's people in there. Hello, how you doing? Hey, how's things going? Good, good, good. All of that, the exchanges. What I'm saying to you is this: inside of the house all day with the Fox News and the CNN and the MSNBC and the news and the tragedy and the murder and the attack and the blacks and whites and race and nobody can get along and the world is on fire. If you get outside into the community and get among people, you tend to find out that there's a difference between what people are really feeling in the community as opposed to what the narrative is. You see, if everybody's getting along and that were to actually come out, there'd be nothing to report in the news because, again, if it bleeds, it leads. So there's a necessity to always have something negative that's being produced or put out because we need to understand how terrible it is and we need to keep going back to get the information from them. This is the reason why sometimes when I post something or other people will post something, they'll say, put something positive on social media. Because when you get outside the four doors of your home and the four walls of your home and you get outside what social media tells you, there actually are people of all races and all colors that want to live together in unity and in harmony. Oh my Lord, don't let that message get out, because if it does, what in the world will the news media produce? I hope you have a great weekend, and may God bless you. This is my prayer.